Let us do exercise 6C of ICSE class 10th mathematics. Question number 4, second part. Exercise 6C. You see, the second part is a raised to power 5 root of a square a raised to power 5 plus b square c square plus a cube c square whole divided by b raised to power 4 c plus d raised to power 4 plus b square c d square equal to a by d. You see, the left hand side I have written again, in place of a I have written dk cube whole raised to power 5 plus b, for b I have written dk square whole raised to power 2. For c I have written dk whole square plus dk cube. If you see a cube, I have written here dk cube whole raised to power 3, c square dk whole square whole divided by b4. For b4 I have written b raised to power 4, I have written here dk square whole raised to power 4. For c I have written dk plus d as it is d raised to power 4 as it is plus b square. For b I have written dk square whole square, and c, for c I have written dk and d square as it is whole raised to power 1 by 2. Instead of writing the square root, I have written the power 1 by 2. Now see, in the second step, next step, here d raised to power 5 k raised to power 15 plus, you see, d raised to power 2 and d raised to power 2, so we will get d raised to power 4, k raised to power 2 into 2, 4, and k raised to power 2, the 4 plus 2, that is k raised to power 6, plus, here you see, d raised to power 3 and d raised to power 2, so d raised to power 5, 3 plus 2, 5, and k raised to power 9 plus k raised to power 2, so k raised to power 11. In the denominator part, you see, here d raised to power 4 and d, so d raised to power 5, k raised to power 8 and k raised to power 1, so 8 plus 1, 9, so k raised to power 9, plus d raised to power 4 as it is. Here you see d raised to power 2 and d square, so 2 plus 1 plus 2, so 2 and 2, 4 plus 1, 5, so d raised to power 5. Here k raised to power 4 plus 1 k raised to power 5 whole raised to power 1 by 2. So I have taken common from the numerator part, that is d raised to power 4 and k raised to power 6. After taking out common from the numerator, we are left with dk raised to power 9 plus 1 plus dk raised to power 5 inside the bracket. In the denominator part, we can take out d raised to power 4 common. Inside the bracket, we can write down dk raised to power 9 plus 1 plus dk raised to power 5. This square will be, in the bracket, complete bracket will be cancelled because the numerator part and the denominator part are the same. So we are left here. You see, d raised to power 4, d raised to power 4 will also be cancelled. We are left with k raised to power 6. K raised to power 6 and whole raised to power 1 by 2. So, you see, I have written here k raised to power 6, whole raised to power 1 by 2. So, k raised to power 3. So, right hand side, you see a by d. So, in place of a, I have written dk raised to power 3 upon d. So you are getting here now k raised to power 3. So on the right hand side also we are getting k raised to power 3, and the left hand side also we are getting k raised to power 3. Hence left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence it is proved. Now the third part of the question number 4. root AB minus root BC plus root CD is equal to root of A minus B in bracket A minus B plus C bracket closed, in the second bracket B minus C plus D bracket closed. We have to prove it. So first of all, let us proceed from the left hand side. That in place of A I have written dk raised to power 3. For B I have written dk square minus, for B again I have written dk square C dk plus inside the square root write down C for C, write down dk and D. So you see from here we can get D and D. So the D and D will be multiplied D square. So you can take out D common from here also. Here again we are getting 2D. So 1D will common, and here again we are getting 2D, that is D and D square, and taking the square root of it you will get D. So I have taken D throughout common. Inside the bracket we are left this, you see, k raised to power 5. So I have written here k raised to power 5 means the k raised to power 4. The square root of k raised to power 4 will be k square and root k. Here again you see k raised to power 2 and k raised to power 1. So I have taken 1k outside of the square root, and inside the square root only k is here, plus again we are having root k. So in the, you see, we can take out root k common again. So d into root k, inside the bracket we are having k square minus k plus 1. This will be your first equation. Now come to the right hand side, you see, that is root of dk cube minus dk square plus dk. You see, for A I have written dk cube, for B I have written dk square, and for C plus C, that is dk in one bracket and bracket closed here. In the second bracket again B is there, so in place of B I have written dk square, for C I have written dk, for D I have written d. So now take out d common. You see, d, you can take out d common and d. So we can take 2d, d raised to power 2 is coming, but there is a square root, so outside of the bracket only d will be there. Inside the bracket, if you see, the k is common, k cube, k square, k. So you can take k outside of the bracket, and inside the bracket you are having the k square minus k plus 1. In the second bracket, we are having the k square minus k plus 1. So this bracket means k square minus k plus 1 is twice. So in place of twice, the square of this bracket, after taking the square root, we will get k square minus k plus 1 outside of the square root. We are left with root k. Inside the bracket, inside the root, only k is there. So from 1 and 2, just you see the d root k, k square minus k plus 1. Here also we see d and root k, k square minus k plus 1. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Hence it is proved. Now proceed to the question, fourth part of the question number 4, that is 3a plus 5d upon 5a plus 7d equal to 3a cube plus 5b cube upon 5a cube plus 7b cube. You see, left hand side as well as right hand side, we are just proceeding both sides simultaneously. So 3, in place of a I have written dk cube. plus 5d as it is. So in the denominator part, 5dk cube plus 7d. You see, d and d will be taken outside of the bracket. So we are left with 3k cube plus 5. In the denominator also we can take out d common. So d and d, that will be outside of the bracket. Inside the bracket we are having 5k cube plus 7. So this d and d will be cancelled. We are having on the left hand side 3k cube plus 5, 5k square plus 7, 3k cube plus 5 upon 5k cube plus 7. Now proceed to the right hand side. You see 3a cube. For 3a cube I have written 3 outside of the bracket, and inside the bracket dk cube for a whole raised to power 3 plus 5 dk square. It means in place of b I have written dk square whole raised to power 3 upon 5 dk cube. In place of a I have written dk cube inside the bracket whole raised to power 3 plus 7 dk square whole raised to power 3. Now open this bracket, you will get 3d cube k9 plus 5d cube k raised to power 6 whole upon 5d cube k raised to power 9 plus 7d cube k raised to power 6. You see in the numerator part we can take d cube k6 common, and we are left with 3k cube plus 5. Here in the denominator also d cube k raised to power 6 is common, and inside the bracket we are having 5k cube plus 7, bracket closed. So just after cancelling the common part of this, you see we are left with 3k raised to power 3 plus 5, 5k raised to power 3 plus 7. Here we see that left hand side and right hand side both are equal, hence it is proved. Now question number 5. If x by a is equal to y by b is equal to z by c, say it is k, so x will be equal to ak, y will be equal to bk, z will be equal to ck. We have to prove that ax minus by upon a plus b inside the bracket, and in the second bracket x minus y, plus by minus cz upon b plus c in the first bracket, in the second bracket y minus z, plus cz minus ax upon c plus a inside the bracket, in the second bracket z minus x, and is equal to 3. We have to prove it. So first of all, you see I have proceeded like this, that first term, second term, third term. So first of all I have solved the first term. You see ax minus by upon a plus b into x minus y. For a I have written here a as it is. For x I have written ak. For b I have written b as it is. For y I have written bk whole upon a plus b. For x again I have written ak minus bk. You see from here we can get k common. So inside the bracket we are having the a square minus b square. In the denominator part you come. Here you take out k common. So k will be here a plus b and into a minus b. Here you see a minus b. So multiplying this a plus b and a minus b, you will get a square minus b square. So again we are having k upon k inside the bracket a square minus b square in the numerator. In denominator also k a square minus b square. So both numerator and denominator are same. After cancelling, we are getting equal to 1. So it is the first part, means this part. The solution of this is equal to 1. Similarly, for by, I have written here bk. For cz, I have written c into ck whole divided by b plus c as it is. For y, I have written bk. For z, I have written ck. So take out k common from here and we are left with b square minus c square inside the bracket. Similarly, in the denominator, if you take out k common from this, you will be left with b minus c and b plus c. So after multiplying b plus c and b minus c, we will get b square minus c square. K and k will be cancelled. So again you see b square minus c square, b square minus c square, both will be cancelled, and again its solution will be 1. Means the solution of the second part is also 1. Similarly, for third part, I have splitted the left hand side in 3 parts. That is first part, first term, second term, third terms. So for third terms I have solved here cz minus ax upon c plus a in the first bracket, in the second bracket z minus x. Now express z in the terms of ck. This is c into ck. For a as it is, for x I have written ak, c plus a as it is. For z I have written ck. For x I have written ak. You see, you can take out k common and c into c, c square, a into a, that is a square. So k is common. In the denominator part also, k from here, that will be outside of the bracket, and inside in the first bracket c plus a, it is already given, and c minus a. While taking out k common, we are left with the c minus a. So multiply this c plus a into c minus a, it will be equal to c square minus a square. Cancel it, it will be equal to 1. So on adding, now adding first, second, third, we get 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is equal to 3, that is equal to right hand side. So it is proved. Now proceed to the question number 6. If x upon b plus c minus a is equal to y upon c plus a minus b and equal to z a plus b minus c, and say it is k, suppose that it is equal to k. All these ratios are equal to k. So that each ratio is equal to, we have to prove that the value of k should be equal to x plus y plus z upon a plus b plus c. Let us proceed now. For x, I have written here x is equal to k b plus c minus a. You see, x and b plus c minus a, this denominator part will be multiplied to k. So I have written here x is equal to k into inside the bracket b plus c minus a. For y, I have written k outside of the bracket c plus a. You see, c plus a minus b. For z, I have written k into a plus b minus c. Now substituting the value of, therefore, x plus y plus z. X plus y plus z will be equal to, taking out k common, you see, this. So in place of that x plus y plus z, we will get b plus c minus a plus c plus a minus b plus a plus b minus c. So you see, this minus a and plus a will be cancelled. Plus c and minus c will be cancelled. Minus b and plus b will be cancelled. So we are left here x plus y plus z is equal to k inside the bracket a plus b plus c. So find out the value of k here. K, therefore the k will be equal to x plus y plus z upon a plus b plus c. So each ratio, that is k, the value of k will be equal to x plus y plus z upon a plus b plus c. Hence it is proved. Question number 7. If a upon b plus c is equal to b upon c plus a is equal to c upon a plus b, say it is k, suppose that it is equal to k, prove that a inside the bracket b minus c plus b inside the bracket c minus a plus c inside the bracket a minus b equal to 0. Here a is equal to, we know that a is equal to b plus c into k, b is equal to c plus a into k, and c is equal to a plus b into k. Now in place of a I have written b plus c, b minus c into k. Similarly for b, for this term, I have written c plus a and c minus a into k plus a plus b into a minus b into k. Now take out a k common from these three terms, k, take it out common, and inside the bracket you see b plus c into b minus c, that will be b square minus c square. C plus a into c minus a, that will be equal to c square minus a square, and a plus b into a minus b will be equal to a square minus b square. So we are saying, getting that all these terms are cancelled. So k into 0 is equal to 0, hence it is proved that right hand side will be equal to 0. Now question number 8. If ax equal to by equal to cz, prove that x square upon yz plus y square upon zx plus z square upon xy equal to bc upon a square plus ca upon b square plus ab upon c square. Here you see ax equal to by equal to cz, say it is k. So x will be equal to k by a, y will be equal to b, k by b, z will be equal to k by c. Now substitute these values in x square yz. For that x square yz I have substituted it here. K square upon a square. For y I have written k by b. For z I have written k by c. You see the k square and k into k again. These two will be cancelled. And this b and b upon bc will go as a numerator part. So ultimately we will get bc upon a square. This will be the first part, first equation. You see, for similarly, y square by zx can be written in this form, that is k square by b square. For y square I have written k square by b square. For z I have written k by c, and x is equal to k by a. So this k square will be cancelled by k into k in the denominator. You see this c into a will go as a numerator part because it is in the fraction part, and that fraction part, the denominator will go up. So ca by b square. This is the second. And now z square by xy is equal to k square upon c square into k by a into k by b. So the k square will be cancelled by again k into k. We are left with ab by c square. This will be the third. Now adding first, second, third, we get bc upon a square plus ca upon b square plus ab upon c square, that is equal to right hand side. Hence proved.